Hey there, 80s enthusiasts! Welcome back to Nostalgia Area. Today, we're hopping in our time machines and heading back to the totally tubular 1980s to revisit some of the wackiest, zaniest fads that we used to love. From fashion choices that defied logic to toys that made us question our sanity, the 80s were a time of bold experimentation and outlandish fun. These fads might seem a bit bizarre now, okay, a lot bizarre, but they hold a special place in our hearts and memories. So grab your neon leg warmers and get ready to relive the magic as we explore these zany fads from the 80s. Let's dive in. First up, the doll that caused full-on riots in toy stores, Cabbage Patch Kids. These adorable, chubby-faced dolls were a massive craze in the 80s with kids and parents going wild to get their hands on one. Each doll came with its own unique name and adoption certificate, making them feel like a special addition to the family. The frenzy surrounding Cabbage Patch Kids even led to store stampedes during the holiday season. Looking back, we have to wonder, were the dolls cute or were we just swept up in the madness? Either way, they remain a treasured part of 80s nostalgia. Ah, yes, the Rubik's Cube, a colorful cube of frustration that had us questioning our intelligence. Invented by Erno Rubik, this 3D puzzle became a global sensation, with people of all ages trying to crack the code. Some people solved it in seconds, while others just peeled off the stickers and called it a day. The Rubik's Cube remains a beloved classic today, but the 80s were the height of its popularity, with competitions and clubs dedicated to mastering the cube. Leg warmers were a fashion staple in the 80s, thanks in part to the influence of dance movies like Flashdance and Fame. These knitted, stretchy accessories were worn over leggings or tights, adding a pop of color and warmth to any outfit. Whether you were hitting the dance floor or just hanging out with friends, leg warmers were a must-have accessory. While they've mostly disappeared from modern fashion, leg warmers are a nostalgic reminder of the bold and colorful 80s style. Trapper keepers were the ultimate school supply for 80s kids. If your school supplies weren't secured in a trapper keeper, were you even organized? These glorious binders, complete with Velcro closures and colorful designs, were the Ferrari of school folders. With designs ranging from Lisa Frank rainbows to sports themes, trapper keepers were a fun and functional way to express your personality. While modern organizers have replaced them, the memory of flipping open a fresh trapper keeper on the first day of school is a cherished part of 80s nostalgia. Because plain denim was just too normal, the 80s gave us acid wash jeans. These pants look like they survived a bleach explosion. This unique look was achieved through a process of washing denim with chlorine and pumice stones. Acid wash jeans became a staple in wardrobes everywhere, often paired with oversized tops and chunky sneakers. While they might seem a bit outlandish now, acid wash jeans were the epitome of 80s cool and a must-have for anyone wanting to stay on trend. Few things in life are more satisfying than taking a straightened slap bracelet and whipping it onto your wrist with a satisfying snap. These things were the fidget spinners of their time, providing endless entertainment. While concerns about safety eventually led to their decline, the memory of trading and collecting slap bracelets is a fun part of 80s childhood. For every kid who thought Cabbage Patch Kids were too cute, Garbage Pail Kids were there to gross things up. With names like Atom Bomb and Leaky Lindsay, these trading cards combined humor, horror, and just the right amount of parental disapproval to make them a hit. Collecting and trading these little grotesque masterpieces was a true 80s rite of passage. The quirky charm of these cards is still remembered by those who enjoyed the fad. Big hair was a defining look of the 80s, with both men and women embracing voluminous styles. Achieving the perfect big hair often required excessive amounts of hairspray, teasing, and curling. From towering bangs to wild curly manes, big hair was all about making a statement. While hair trends have since shifted towards more natural styles, the bold and daring big hair of the 80s remains an iconic and unforgettable look. The Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, revolutionized gaming in the 80s, bringing classic titles like Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Duck Hunt into homes around the world. The NES became a cultural phenomenon, with kids eagerly gathering around the TV to play their favorite games. The console's simple yet addictive gameplay laid the foundation for modern gaming. Imagine walking on plastic bubbles, and you've got jelly shoes. Jelly shoes were a playful and colorful footwear trend that captured the hearts of 80s kids. Made from PVC plastic, these translucent shoes came in a variety of bright colors and sparkly finishes. Jelly shoes were lightweight and easy to wear, until they got sweaty and slid around like an ice rink. While they weren't the most durable or comfortable option, their whimsical design made them a beloved part of 80s fashion. Before smartphones, before MP3 players, there was the almighty Walkman, allowing us to take our favorite tunes on the go. This portable cassette player became an essential accessory for music lovers, offering the freedom to listen to mixtapes and albums anywhere, provided we had enough batteries. With its lightweight design and iconic headphones, the Walkman was a game changer in personal audio. While digital music players and smartphones have taken over, the Walkman remains a beloved symbol of 80s innovation. Parachute pants were a fashion trend that emerged from the breakdancing culture of the 80s. Made from lightweight, synthetic fabric, these pants featured a baggy fit and a multitude of zippers and pockets. Parachute pants allowed for ease of movement, making them perfect for showing off dance moves. While they might seem a bit outlandish today, parachute pants were a must-have for anyone wanting to stay on the cutting edge of 80s fashion. Scratch and sniff stickers were a fun and fragrant addition to school supplies and sticker collections in the 80s. These stickers released a burst of scent when scratched, with a wide variety of aromas ranging from fruit and candy to more unusual smells like gasoline. Collecting and trading scratch and sniff stickers was serious business, especially if you had the elusive pizza-scented one. While they've mostly disappeared, the memory of these scented stickers is a nostalgic treat. Bright colors? Check. Wild patterns? Check. A watch that sometimes told the right time? Double check. Swatch watches were the ultimate 80s wristwear, and stacking multiples on one arm was the only way to go. Collecting and trading Swatch watches became a popular trend, making them a must-have accessory. While smartwatches dominate the market today, Swatch watches remain a nostalgic symbol of 80s fashion. Care Bears were another beloved toy and cartoon franchise that captured the hearts of 80s kids. Each bear had a unique color, and they used their belly badges to radiate positivity and occasionally blast enemies with a literal Care Bear stare. With names like Cheer Bear, Grumpy Bear, and Tenderheart Bear, the Care Bears promoted messages of love, friendship, and caring. The colorful characters and their adventures in the magical land of Care-a-Lot made Care Bears a cherished part of 80s childhood. A ring that tells you how you're feeling? Genius! Or at least we thought so. Mood rings were a fun and mystical accessory that claimed to show how the wearer was feeling. Made with thermochromic liquid crystals, they mostly just reflected body temperature, but we were convinced they were accurate. Despite the lack of accuracy, they were a popular fad in the 80s, adding a touch of magic to everyday life. Nothing screamed "I have arrived" like carrying a massive boombox on your shoulder. These portable stereos were perfect for blasting mixtapes at maximum volume, ensuring everyone knew exactly how cool you were. They featured powerful speakers and often came with cassette decks and radio tuners. Boomboxes were a staple at parties, picnics, and street corners, adding a lively soundtrack to any gathering. While modern portable speakers have taken over, the image of a boombox-toting music lover is an iconic symbol of 80s culture. Hypercolor shirts were a fun and interactive fashion trend that captivated 80s kids and teens. These shirts were made from fabric that changed color with heat, creating dynamic patterns with body heat and touch. Whether it was a handprint or a change in temperature, Hypercolor shirts added an element of surprise and playfulness to fashion. While the fad was short-lived due to issues with the dye's durability, the memory of these color-changing shirts is a nostalgic delight.